Hi, my name is Marcelo Chimbo and I've been working in the beef industry for the past 20 years, developing some special projects and high quality beef to the Brazilian market. Today, on behalf of the US Meat Export Federation, we're going to show you the proper way to produce picanhas to Brazil. Removing from the carcass. So here we have already removed the strip loin, so we've still got the sirloin and the round cuts. The picanha is right here. It's got a very triangle shape, and the first thing you gotta identify the place to make this first cut in here. So you can do that turning the piece. Sometimes you can identify this small gland here, and the first cut should be something around 4 centimeters up. But there's a very easiest way to do that. You gotta remove the spider steak first, and then you can see the bone, and there's a piece here, then you should make the cut. I'm gonna remove the spider cut and then show you the proper place to make the first cut. Removing the spider steak, you can see clearly here the tip of the bone. This is the right spot where you should make like the first cut to follow here to make the perfect triangle to the picanha. As I told you before, you've got the gland here, it's something like 3 to 4 centimeters up, the right spot that you should starting the picanha. Now that we've made the first cut, we're gonna make a second cut here close to the bone. So we've made this cut here, another one here, so we need to make the last side of the triangle. This is the raw material that we get when you take it off from the carcass. I'm gonna put it back again. You see the very triangle? It's in here. We made 3 cuts and we've got the picanha here. If you look at the carcass, you still got the rump in here, the tri-tip and the hip bone. Trimming. Now we're gonna start the trimming process and we're gonna make it in 3 different steps. Here you can see that gland that you showed in the carcass. Remember that? We're gonna remove it. To make sure that you made it properly, you can identify 3 different veins. The first one is in here, the second one is in here, and the third one is in here. Some packers, they want to improve the yield and they add a little bit more of outside flat here. You're gonna improve your yield, but you're gonna lose in value. So the properly picanha, you gotta cut it on the 3rd vein here. So this is the first one, second one, and the 3rd one. This is the right size and the right cut of the picanha. We finished the first trimming here now, and now the second step is to take this silver skin off, and to make it properly we're gonna use the skinner. So after trimming, we've got this first trimming here, and then this is the second one when we removed the silver skin off, and this could be a final product picanha. It is a very commodity trimming. You see that we kept a little bit of silver skin here. The fat cover, still the natural fat cover, we didn't remove it. So it's a very rough product, but some packers might want to do this kind of commodity picanha. After this last trimming, you've got a little bit of loss here, a bit of fat, a little bit of silver skin, but you've got a very perfect triangle shape. You don't get any silver skin. You also have a maximum of 3 centimeters of fat cover. Grading system. Here we also got picanhas from many different places, from Uruguay, Brazil, Argentina, Australia. Some of them, they've got some grain-fed products, and those are grass-fed. You see the different color, like the very yellow one. So nowadays, the white color has much more value. Picanhas for Brazilian market, they've got 2 different grading systems. The quality grade, when we evaluate the fat cover. So this side here, we've got only A picanhas. To be a picanha A, it must be fully covered and must be at least like 1 centimeter of fat thickness. This is an A grade picanha, fully covered, nice cut, well trimmed. You don't see any silver skin in here, so it's a very good one. This is also an A picanha, but it doesn't suit the Brazilian standard. Remember that we told you about the right place to cut and not adding any outside flat. You see the first vein in here, the second one, and the third one is in here. So the right place to cut this picanha was just like right in here. So in this case, this packer, this supplier, has added another outside flat here. I'm gonna cut it to show the right place that it was supposed to be. You see, this was supposed to be the picanha, and this supplier has just added a little bit more yield. It loses in quality and it loses in price. When you go to the B picanhas, you downgrade them because they've got this sort of failures here or not enough fat thickness. That's the main difference between them. This one here, it looks okay, but it's not enough fat thickness. We could also grade the picanhas based on the weight range. We've got light picanhas, medium and heavy one. This is a light picanha, very small one. It has 1.4 kilos below. The lighter picanhas go to retail. They've got more value because they are lighter, small price, just like this one here. When you go to the medium picanhas, they go from 1.4 kilos to 1.8 kilos. It suits better some restaurants that are gonna make some different steaks in this shape here. And then you've got the heavy picanhas. They must be 1.8 kilos up. It goes to different restaurants when they're gonna cut the picanhas like this shape here. So they've got a much better yield. So you've got this 3 different range, and they've got also 3 different prices. Labeling and packaging. You can have 2 different types of labels. This is an official one that you can stick on the piece, and each single piece must have it. You could put either on the top of the fat or on this side here. We recommend to put in this side, once that you can see that it's fully covered with fat. Once that you put it in here, you should use different kinds of package. You could use this one here, a normal one. Then you get this final product here, and you can also have a nice one that goes to the retail. There you can put your brand, some marketing claims, and you also must have the technical one. It's very important. If you choose to put it outside, it must stick very properly. Otherwise you lose it, and you cannot have a piece without this information here. This is the way that we used to put it, a very premium product to the retail. This is the video, how to produce picanha for the Brazilian market on behalf of the US Meat Export Federation.